Let's begin by grounding down, starting with some drumming and just deep ujjayi breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Your breath will be through the back of your throat instead of just your nostrils, so you'll hear kind of ocean-like waves, or maybe Darth Vader breathing, if you'd like to think of it that way instead. Just take your deep, slow breathing while I drum. Garuda this morning, the gesture of the eagle. So both palms will face your chest, cross at the thumbs, making wings, and you'll hold them just in front of your heart. This supports the cervical spine, opens the throat chakra, helps balance emotions, and helps, because it's opening your throat chakra, helps you have clear communication with others. You speak and think clearly. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's start box breathing. So you'll inhale for 4, hold for 4. Exhale for 4, hold for 4. Repeat. Inhale. 4 and hold. Exhale. 3, 4. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Do 3 more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last round. Exhale. Or hold, sorry. Exhale. And sigh it out, normal breathing now. Bringing your hands to your knees. We'll take some seated cat-cow. So on your inhale, you're going to arch your spine, taking a back bend, reaching the chest for the sky. And exhale, rounding the spine all the way in. Inhale. Head goes back, shoulders are back, arching back. Exhale, rounding all the way forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Bring your left arm up. We're just going to lean to the side, finding the sensation in your side body. Open your chest up to the sky, round the front, and come back up. Opening the other side body, round forward, sweep to the other side. You can move a little faster or hold still in the moments you feel the sensation and send your breath wherever you need to. We'll take our class today and think about what intention you want to set. We're opening the throat chakra. Maybe the heart chakra will open with it. Intention to open our third eye as well as our crown chakra. Those will be the focus points, but we will be doing plenty of moves to open the rest of the chakras as well. Let's come back to center. Take that left arm up and over, just stretching the side, slight pressure on the head. Your right arm can come behind you for a deeper sensation, or you can leave it out to the side. And switch sides, bringing the left arm up, slight pressure on the head, and finding your edge. Where's the sensation right for you? Coming back to center, we'll come into tabletop and take some cat-cows here. Maybe pushing back into the hips, finding movement. You can go side to side, or take barrel rolls, so dipping all the way down with the torso, coming all the way back up like you're scraping the inside of a barrel with your full torso. And go the other way. Coming all the way up onto your knees, cross your fingers or interlace your fingers and rotate through the wrists. A few times, we'll go both directions, so switch if you have not already to move the wrists the other way. Take your deep Ujjayi breathing through all of our poses today. Bring your arm, your hand back, just pressure on the fingertips, opening up the forearm. And go the other direction, finding that. Maybe push down forward if you need a little more sensation. Trying to find where you can really get into that forearm. Open the wrist, send all of that blood rushing there. Okay, bring that left leg out to the side. Kickstand it out, arms go overhead. And lean into your left leg. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, center. Now push down into gated child's pose. Sit down into gated child's pose. Inhale, come all the way back up onto the knee. Arms go overhead again. We'll lean to the left. Up to center and bring it to the right. Stay here. Keep that leg kickstanding behind you to support you. We're going to do Shavasana. Rotate through that shoulder. Take a few rotations forward and bring it backwards. Hold here, strong line fingertip to foot. Come back up to center, and we'll kick the legs back behind us, doing the other side. So, right legs out to the side, Trigonasana, arms go overhead. Inhale, straight spine, and fold into the right side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale out to the left. Inhale to center. Sit back into gated child's pose. Inhale, come back onto the knees. Arms go up, straighten the spine. Exhale, come down to your right. Inhale to center. And exhale over to Shavasana, supported side plank. Take those rotations through the shoulder. And rotate the arm other direction. Come all the way back up. And bring those legs in behind you. We'll come into Malasana. Toes are pointed out, heels are pointed in just slightly, and you can sit on a block to support your pelvic floor, or if you can't sit quite low enough, feel free to use a block, any direction, size you want. And the elbows, hands come to heart center, elbows pushing out on the knees just slightly. Keep Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is your pelvic floor Kegel. So it's one of the locks within our body. Hold Mula Bandha while you're down on your exhale. Push your hands into the floor, lifting the hips up, folding forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Arms go overhead. Bring your feet about hips distance apart. We are going to chant So Hum as we swing our arms side to side. So the movement coming from the torso, the hands are just flowing freely in the movement. So inhale, so, exhale, hum. So, hum. So, hum. And that mantra means I am that, or I am one with everything. So on your inhale, you so, hum, exhale. So, hum, so, hum, so, hum, so, hum, so, hum. You can think it or say it, preferably saying it out loud so you feel those vibrations coming through your throat chakra. So, hum, so, hum, so. Switch sides, so you'll exhale on the opposite side as before, saying so on the opposite side, hum on the inhale. So, hum. So, hum. So, hum. So, so, hum. And come back to center. Go ahead and find slight movement here. Just centering yourself again, grounding back down. And we will forward fold, wide leg forward fold. One more time before coming into down dog. Inhale, halfway lift so you can go into your down dog. Hold here, pushing your fingertips into the mat. Your core pulling all the way to the spine. You can have your knees bent or straight. Walk the dog. Just keeping the spine straight. Exhale, step or jump forward, bringing your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing. Arms come overhead, Untitled Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's go for our Sun Salutation A again. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Lower yourself down, elbows sticking into your sides. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lift the hips back into your down dog. Pedal out the feet here, walk the dog. Pushing through those fingertips, supporting the wrists. Bring that right leg up behind you, bend at the knee, and rotate that hip open. And go the other direction. Leg comes up, plant it back down. Exhale, step or jump all the way back to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, arms come overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, lifting the hips back up. Raising the left leg this time, bending at the knee and rotating through the hip. Let's go the other direction. Lift the leg back up, plant it down, step or jump all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Step back with that right leg coming into warrior two. A nice wide stance, bringing the front bent heel lined up with the arch of your back foot. Your knee is it's bent wherever's comfortable without the toes or the knees going over the toe. Arms come up, shoulder blades are on your spine. Hands are out to a T. Your gaze is over the middle finger. Hold here. Keep your inner thighs activated, pulling, lifting up so you don't slide out of your pose. Pop the front knee straight, push the hip back, and come into Trigonasana. Triangle pose. You can rest that lower hand on a block or on your shin, or bring it down to the mat, fingertips just touching or grazing the mat. Inhale, come back up. We're going to push all our weight into the leading foot here. So pop your back heel up, come steady and strong. You're going to push off with the back, coming into warrior three. Your standing leg is strong. Arms are by your, biceps are by your ears. Hips are square to the mat, and your back foot is flexed. Bring that back foot back to the mat. Warrior two. Reverse the palm on the front left hand and come into reverse warrior. Back into warrior two, and point both toes forward now, coming into star. So your feet are wide, hands are wide, standing strong in star pose. And we will bend the knees here, coming into goddess. Knees not going over the toes again, and staying open. Hold here. Sending your Ujjayi breath through your body. Straighten the legs out, coming into star. And Tadasana, Untitled Tadasana. Arms are overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's switch sides. So your right leg will point out to the back of your mat. Your heel lining up with the arch of the opposite foot. Bending that front knee. Arms come out to a T. And your gaze over your middle finger. Keep the inner thighs working. Keep that buoyancy lifting you up. Straighten the front leg, come into Trikonasana. And rotate, squaring your hips to the back of the mat, pushing off with the left leg, coming into warrior three. Strong standing leg, biceps by the ears, hips square to the floor. And hold. Lower that back leg down, back to the mat, coming into star pose. Legs spread wide, facing the side of the room. Bring your arms to cactus arms. We're going to lean back, slight back bend, opening the chest to the sky, the throat. Words and thoughts come easily to you, coming back into Untitled Tadasana. Strong mountain pose. The arms can come down to your sides. Let's flow through that one more time. Step out, bending into warrior two on the opposite side. Warrior two. Trikonasana. Push off with that back leg, coming into warrior three. Back leg drops back down, reverse the warrior. Come back around to star. Come into warrior two on the opposite side. Trikonasana, straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. Push off with the back leg, come into warrior three. Plant the back foot down onto the mat, warrior two to reverse the warrior. All the way back up, come into star, bend the top body, slight back bend, opening the chest, opening the throat, and Tadasana. Arms down to your sides. Bring your left leg up, grab from the outside of your foot. So your thumb's pointing forward, grabbing the ankle, not twisting the hand at all. First, we'll have a quad stretch this direction. So you'll hold on the outside of the ankle here. Just hold tall and strong, flexing the glutes, flexing the quad, feeling the front of that quad open up. You can be thinking, so hum, as we practice today. Go ahead and drop your foot back down. This time we're going to rotate the hand so the thumb is pointing the back of the mat. Bring the foot back up, grab the inside of the ankle. Arm extends out and kick into your back hand, bringing your body forward and down for dancer pose. Come back to the mat, and we'll take it on the other side. So first time grabbing ankle from the outside and hold here, opening up the front of that leg, finding your balance. So hum, so hum, so hum. Reach that arm straight up to the sky, rotate the grip. So your thumb is pointing backwards now, bringing that ankle back up into your palm, kick into it to balance out as you lower down. Trying to keep your hips square to the mat. If you fall out, just get right back in. One side may be harder to balance than the other. Come back down, bring your feet both back to the mat, and bend the knees, shake it out. Let's do it one more time. We'll flow straight into Natarajasana this time. So, thumbs pointing back, grab onto that ankle, kick as you lean forward and lower down. You don't have to come deep into the pose to get the benefits. If this is where you're at now, if this is where you can balance and hold the pose, then this is just as beneficial. Everything is working the same way. Work from there. And come back down to the mat. Coming into the other side. Kick the foot, ankle into the hand, thumbs facing back. Opposite arm extending up, kick into that hand to help balance you, and lower down. Bring that foot back down to the mat. And come into Malasana, our yogi squat. Heels in, toes pointing slightly out, elbows pushing into the knees. Inhale and exhale. Plant your hands to the mat. Bring your right or your left arm up. Pushing with the opposite arm into the mat. Finding a twist here. And bring both hands back to the mat. Now reaching up with the right arm. Bring the hand back to the mat. Hands heart center. So hum. So hum. So hum. Sit down onto your mat. You're going to come into half hero, so your knee is bent. If there's discomfort in the knee, you can sit on a block to put a little less pressure on that leg, but you want to be pushing the back foot, that bent foot, into the mat. So it's active here and helping support your knee. So there's no pressure or pain in discomfort in the area. Again, you could use a block or a pillow underneath you or a book to help support your hips, help you come into a place that may be a little less pressure on your body. So hold your foot active here, arms go overhead, and forward fold. Keeping a straight spine as you go forward. The energy is that your head is coming to your foot. Even if that means you're up here, this is just as beneficial. All of the same benefits we're getting. You're out. Inhale, come back up. Straighten that leg out. Paschimottanasana. Legs are straight. You can have a blanket under the knees. You can place your fists under your knees if you need support there. Again, block a blanket or pillow underneath your bum. Arms go overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Bring that right leg to cross over the top of the other. Ankles and knees lining up, so they're kind of stacked right on top of each other. And we'll inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. You should be feeling it in the hip. The right hip maybe more than the left. Although you may feel other sensations in this pose as well. Inhale to come up. Bring the leg that's underneath, bring it all the way through. So that top leg, that top ankle is now resting on the opposite side of the knee. Inhale to come straight spine. Wrap around that elbow into the knee here, and we'll take a twist. Your right hand behind your back. I was mirroring you, no I'm not, but it's behind your back to support your spine, and twist top to bottom. Inhale, coming back to center. We will now bring our legs into half hero again. So you'll kick the, let's see, your right leg will be straight, but I mirrored you last time. So opposite leg comes back. If your right leg was back before, bring your left leg back now. Again, those toes will be actively pushing into the mat to support that knee. Arms come up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up, Paschimottanasana on the opposite side, so both legs are in front of you. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. We'll come into Agni again. So your left leg is on top, ankle over knee on both sides. They are stacked. Inhale to straighten your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for Matsyasana, crossing that knee or that foot over the knee and left leg on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, straight spine, and grab onto your knee or push with your elbow and twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Let's bring both feet for Baddha Konasana. We'll bring the feet together, giving yourself a foot massage, finding some grounding, you're breathing again. And forward fold, keeping your spine straight as you come forward. Your elbows can push your knees down here if you'd like. You can also support the knees by putting blocks or pillows underneath here as well. Inhale, come back up. This time we're going to round the spine as though we're bringing our head to our feet. It may not actually happen, but the energy is that we have the rounded spine coming down. Inhale, coming back up. Come onto your back. Keep your legs in Baddha Konasana. Just lay down. Legs are in butterfly. Rest here for a moment. Bring the knees together and push the feet out to the edges of your mat. Let them rest together, knees touching. Pick the legs up so they're directly above you. Feet are flexed. A waterfall. Just holding here, you can support your legs with your hands if you need to, or you can just rest with the legs extended up above you. Just changing the circulation a bit. We're always on our feet. It's nice to let the blood flow in another direction for a bit. You can come into bridge here if you'd like, and hold bridge, so feet are coming to your fingertips or just slightly past your fingertips, lifting the hips into the air, holding the glutes, hands can come, lock fingers underneath you, shoulder blades are pulling back so they're flat, pressing into the mat, head is pushing into the mat, keeping your chin away from your chest, and lower down. We'll lift again. Inhale, lifting up. And lower down. One more time. This time feel free to use a block or book or pillow of any kind to support your sacrum and come into a supported bridge. Situ Bandhasana. You can use any side of the block, so you could be at the lowest height, middle, putting it in that flat spot of your low back, your sacrum, or the highest, wherever you're at today. resting in your bridge. Lower down, slowly take that block out, staying supported so you don't drop to the mat. And we'll come into plow. So your legs are going to come up. Bring your hands behind your hips as you lift. Support here. So your hands are supporting your low back. Feet are coming. If you can't quite get here, keep the knees in. You can tuck the knees here and extend the legs, toes touching the mat. The energy that your hips are coming over your shoulders. Legs can be straight or bring them in bent if it's more comfortable. Holding the hands to your back. Slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae, supporting your body as you come back down to the mat. Lower the legs down, coming into fish. So you're going to, your hands will come down underneath you if that's comfortable. Hop, you're going to have a back bend in your upper spine coming onto the top of your head. So you'll push up with your elbows, rest on the head, the top of your head, the crown, and hold here. Keeping the cervical spine from twisting or turning. Really opening the throat and heart chakra. And slowly bring the back of the head back to the mat. Coming into Shavasana. Feet are about mat width apart. Palms face up. Laying comfortably on your back. Thinking of our intention today, what we wanted out of class. Having clear thought and clear speech. Finding our confidence to say what we feel. Opening the throat chakra. Or maybe just thinking, so hum. I am that. Shavasana. Slowly bring awareness back into your body by wiggling your toes and fingers. Finding movement in the ankles and wrists rotating through. Pushing your fingertips to your thumb. Maybe rolling onto your side. Whatever side's comfortable for you. Resting the head on your bicep. Slowly coming to seated. And with eyes closed or your eyes open, we'll take Garuda Mudra again. Palms facing the chest, crossing them over each other, locking our thumbs, and spreading these little wings we've created over our chest. Inhale and sigh it out. Again. One more time. You can keep your hands in this mudra or bring them to a comfortable spot on your legs, and we will take 3 Oms together. Inhale to prepare. Thank you for practicing with me today and sharing your energy with me. Continue sharing that love and that beautiful energy out into the world. Namaste.